Hey friends, welcome back to College Football Corner. I'm Barry. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed some football. We finally got it here. Uh, Today we'll go over news, headlines. We'll go over previews, some games coming up here on Wednesday night too. We got a Wednesday game, and we'll preview the Thursday games. Go over the games last Saturday, and let's get started with some headlines. LSU left Louisiana Saturday ahead of Hurricane Ida. They came to Houston. They're going to practice here and then jet off for LA for their UCLA game on Thursday. And on another note, the Oklahoma Tulane game has been moved from New Orleans back to Norman because of Hurricane Ida. Unfortunate situation. Prayers to all you people out there in Louisiana and Mississippi and other areas that are having to deal with this. Know what you're going through living here on the Gulf Coast. We've been devastated by Ike and Harvey over the years and many other storms. So our prayers and thoughts go to you guys. Hope you can rebuild everything out there and get things back to a little bit of normal. Illinois quarterback Brandon Peters, he was hurt in that Illinois Nebraska game Saturday. I was trying to find an update on him. Brett Bielema did a press conference. I missed it, so I don't know. So I don't know how long he's going to be out or what his injuries are or anything like that. So hopefully he'll get back because he looked pretty good before he got taken out of that game. Big 12 says nothing imminent on expansion yet. They're still all talking and all that stuff and, arguing, whatever they're doing over there. Mountain West Conference said teams must forfeit if they can't play because of COVID. There's several other conferences doing this too. I guess that's we're probably going to be seeing that the whole year, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what goes on there. All right. This past Saturday, we had, what we have, 7 games. Hey, it was football. There's a couple good ones. It wasn't anything like it's coming up this weekend, but at least we got some football in. The Illinois-Nebraska game, that's probably one of the big games of the day, just the fact because of the coaching stories there and all that stuff. Both offenses seemed to struggle in the first half to move the ball, although they did each have a couple of good young yardage plays that looked pretty good there for a while. Illinois punter, boy, he was on spot, wasn't he? He buried about 2 or 3 punts way down there by the goal line or inside the 10-yard line. So he should have gotten the game ball right there at halftime, in my opinion. Like I said, Illinois quarterback Peters left the game with a shoulder injury. Haven't heard when he's coming back. Maybe some of you Illinois fans have heard. Y'all can put it down there in the comments. Let us know what's going on with him. The backup came in, Sikowski. He looked pretty good. He took control of the game and he played pretty dang good. I was pretty impressed with that guy. So if Peters is going to be out for a while, I think he'll be good for them. Martinez in Nebraska actually had more passing yards than Sikowski, but Nebraska had a lot of mistakes in that game on all aspects, special teams, defense, offense. So it just didn't work out too well for them. Nebraska defense seems like it's what kept them in the game the whole time, while the offense was doing self-inflicted wounds and all that stuff. Second half, Nebraska kind of fell apart, but then they started making a run there at the end, trying to make it interesting, but they just came up a little short. All right, so this all goes to a question I have. Martinez for Nebraska, he's a pretty good runner. He's broken some big plays over the years, and what I want to know is Nebraska is such a rich quarterback running school. I mean, you can go through the years and Eric Couch, Tommy Frazier, Turner Gill, even Scott Frost. Those are all good running option quarterbacks. And it doesn't seem like Nebraska has any running quarterback plays in their playbook. I mean, yeah, he ran a couple times on Saturday, and one of them was a pretty good run. But from a school that's got such a rich tradition of running quarterbacks, it just doesn't seem like they have any plays designed for a quarterback run, especially somebody that runs pretty good like Martinez. I don't know what's going on there. It's just like they've gotten away from tradition. I understand things change throughout the years. Everybody says change is good. But it seems like if something's broke, don't fix it. And they've gotten away from that running quarterback and option and all that stuff they used to be so successful at. So, I don't know. Bielema first win back in the Big Ten. Congratulations to him. Scott Frost, man, another loss. Things just aren't going to look too good for him. They got UTSA, I believe. Was it UTSA? No. I forget who they got coming up. I think Illinois got UTSA, but maybe Scott Frost can get a couple wins here in these next couple of weeks. Another one on there, Fresno State, 45, UConn, nothing. UConn hasn't played a game in almost 2 years, and it showed. They only had 72 passing yards and 35 rushing yards, where Fresno State had 382 passing yards and 156 rushing yards. Fresno State, boy, they just ran all over them that game. Okay, UCLA 44, Hawaii 10. I said earlier that Hawaii's been known over the years to sneak into a game with a big time team and steal it. Well, that didn't happen. They just got ran all over. I don't know what went on there. I thought this would be a good game. UCLA, they just dominated start to finish. I mean, I was really impressed with them. Chip Kelly looks like he might have get this thing turned around. We'll know Saturday when they play LSU and a couple other big games coming up if he really does have this thing turned around, or if Hawaii is just that bad this year. So Hawaii, man, they couldn't even get in the end zone hardly. Offense was impressive for UCLA as its defense was. They UCLA's running attack, boy, he just blew through Hawaii whenever they got the chance. Poor Hawaii. Another one, UTEP 30, New Mexico State 3. UTEP had a good-looking offense. Quarterback Gavin Hardison, he had 249 passing yards, not too bad for him. UTEP rushing, they had 203 yards on the ground, so that's pretty good. New Mexico State, from what I saw that game, they really couldn't get anything going against UTEP. San Jose State, 45, Southern Utah 14. I watched that game, and San Jose State just took control of that game from the start. I mean, they were all over them, running all over them, passing all over them. That's pretty impressive from them. Southern Utah, they had nothing for them. San Jose State quarterback Nick Starkel on fire for 394 passing yards and 4 TDs. That's pretty good. I mean, it was against Southern Utah, but still, those numbers are pretty impressive. Okay, so, all right. Decent Saturday we had. Wasn't too bad. Of course, I didn't watch all the games. I watched 3 of them. Checked in on the others, see what was going on. All right, coming up, we got college football on Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, UAB versus Jacksonville State. Now, people might say, why are you mentioning this game, you know? Well, UAB was Conference USA champs last season. Jacksonville State went deep into the FCS playoffs. So, some of you FCS fans out there that have dreams of FCS teams going into an FBS team stadium and winning, this could be the game right here. You never know. Jacksonville State's a pretty damn good team. I mean, UAB is too, but this ought to be a pretty good matchup. I know it's nothing marquee, you know, like Alabama versus Ohio State or anything like that. But, hey, for a Wednesday night, it's a pretty good game. All right, Thursday games here. Here's a few of them here. Boise State at Central Florida. That one's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Thursday night. Boise State won the Mountain West Championship last year. No, they lost to San Jose State, I'm sorry, but they went to the Mountain West Championship game. And Central Florida's Gus Malzahn's debut. See if he can continue the winning ways there. That might be an interesting game. We'll see with the talent that Central Florida's got coming back. Big Ten game, Ohio State at Minnesota, 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Just like Illinois and Nebraska, Ohio State and Minnesota, they're going to start the year with a conference game. That's always good and exciting. New starting quarterback for Ohio State, taking over for, what was his name? Justin Fields? Yeah. So we'll see how he does. Here's a question. Which Minnesota team are you going to get Thursday night? Are you going to get the COVID-cursed one from last year, or are you going to get the one from the year before that went 11-2? If you can get the one from the year before that went 11-2, it's probably going to be a pretty good game. Okay, Bowling Green at Tennessee. Why I mentioned this one, 8 p.m. Eastern on the SEC Network. Hey, Josh Heupel's coaching debut, did good at Central Florida. He took Oklahoma to a national championship 20 years ago. So he takes over a Tennessee team that has desperately needed some success lately. Since they got rid of Philip Fulmer, they've had a few good highs here, but it's been mostly lows. So, heck, check it out. You never know. This might be a whole looking different Tennessee team this year. We'll find out Thursday night. Eastern Washington, UNLV at 9 on. Couldn't find the network. But why you ask? Because Eastern Washington was 5-2 last year, lost in the playoffs. UNLV was 0-6. Eastern Washington may be one of those FCS teams that come into an FBS stadium and steal the game. All right, well, that's all the time we got today. Wasted enough of your time. If you like the show, tell your friends, tell your family. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything. We will be back on Friday with news. We're going to review what happened Thursday night. We're going to go into what's going on Friday night because we got quite a big slate of games on Friday night. And then we'll go into reviewing games for Saturday. So, until then, hope you have a good week. Take care, be safe, and we'll see you later.